What's up my people? So for this video I have put together detailed trade recaps that I send every day to my premium Discord. Put a compilation together for a couple trades over the last month. This is at a real secret source, so I hope you pay good attention. And yeah, link in my bio to join the premium Discord. I'm also doing a one-on-one mentoring program. You can join my free Discord, again the link's in the bio, and you can apply through there. Apart from that, thanks for watching. Again, higher time frame. You can see this isn't a valid pullback, this is a valid pullback. Boom, we break structure to the upside. So once we have this high and we candle close above it, that's our shift in structure, having us a low here. So if you're looking for a long in this zone, that's perfectly fine. You can see we also left the zone, put in a first tap, pushed higher. So this here is our tap. So we swept the tap now. What do we need? How do we know if price is going to bounce from here or not at all? We need that lower structure shift to tell us we do want to continue higher. So 1 minute, we can see what are we doing. Well, clear, low, high, low. These little swing points here, like I said, I do not count them, okay? These tiny little low, high, no, you'll get faked out. Use the actual swing points as well. So low, high, low. We make a higher high. Sorry, a lower high. We never broke this high. And then we made a lower low. So our protected high was here. And our low was here. So we're trading in this range. If we break above this, that's a shift in structure. Okay, nice. So now what does that tell us? We have a 1 minute shift in structure to the upside in our 15-minute zone after sweeping liquidity. So this is our entry confirmation. That's how we know we are ready to take a trade. Now I always want to enter in the 1 minute zone. The 1 minute zone is where? From here to here, because that's where our change of character was. Now just looking for a good entry, and I can see we had a nice area of demand within here with a nice first tap. So I was like, okay, I'll just enter under this tap here. And you can see we have an unmitigated fair value gap, completely fresh. So the entry was in here, stop loss below. I did target a 1 to 1.5 in this. Now, did I think price was going to come all the way down here? Honestly, no. But if it did, guess what? I'll be more than happy to take this. So if we look at the 1 to 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever the 5 was, and this would be our entry would be the 6 because we have all the confirmation now. So as we come back, we managed to tag us in. So again, we can check with the higher time frame that this makes sense. Higher time frame uptrend, shift, bouncing from a zone. If this took out this first, I wouldn't enter this trade. If we make a new break of structure, then I have to start again. But in the higher time frame, we hadn't made a new break of structure yet, so this zone is still valid. So then got the fill in here. And it's pretty smooth, to be fair, all the way to take profit, and we take the 15-minute high to the downside. Protected high up here. Now you have two SNDRs. We have this one here, areas of supply, and this is a valid area of supply. But why would I not use this one here? Because as you can see, there is no liquidity underneath this one at all, and this is just providing liquidity for this higher one. So this, having the patience to wait for this one, is 10 times better. So let's see if price sweeps that. There is the first tap. There's a sweep of the first tap. All right, now we wait for a lower time frame shift. So let's see, which would be below here. Okay, we need a candle close. Want a bit more displacement, to be fair. There we go. Nice. Now, how do we know if this is a good one or not? First of all, you can see that this is a failed 6 tap. So that's a good confirmation. We break the protected low. This isn't my protected low because this is just a shallow tap in the previous zone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a nice failed 6 tap. How do we confirm? We go on my higher time frame, which we use as the 5-minute time frame, right? And we're looking for what? A valid high. So this is the swing high. The highest bullish is this candle here. Price closed below it. Another confirmation. And can you see we have this 5-minute, remember down candles are area of demand in an uptrend? We closed below this down candle too. We took out all the demand, we worked below it. So perfect. That is really all the confirmation you need. So we can just set these shorts now in here, stop loss above, and again you can just target a 1 to 1.5 if you want that. Get tagged in and it dumps. So you can see here we sweeped out everyone here, stopped them out, sweet, like little shift, fake shift, and we just continue to break structure to the upside. So therefore bullish on this gold. This is my overall zone, and we do have a nice area of demand in here. Created a big fair value gap. Sometimes we bounce off these fair value gaps created, but hopefully we can pull into this SNDR as my first POI. Okay, let's see. We touched into this SNDR on a 1 minute. This is our shift in structure. Alright, low, high, lower, low, higher, high. And look at that, we've come back into this SNDR. So let's again, same thing. We've got the shift in structure. Now we're checking, okay, is this a good change of character or not? Well, on the 15-minute too, again, another swing low, close above the swing low. Perfect. Now we can enter anywhere in here. Stop loss below the low. And again, we're expecting a higher high. Let's see if we can get tagged in. Oh, did we tag us in? We do just tag, apologies if I dragged up a bit, but we do just tag us in. And then we continue higher. We're in a downtrend, okay? You can see, again, just focus on the right side of the market. I don't mean like right and wrong, I mean like right side of the market. So from like here, you can see we're just making lower highs and lower lows. So you can just honestly just stick with that. Easy way to get a bias. We pulled back into this zone above 50%, this SNDR, move lower. Now we have this area here because we had a new break of structure to the downside here and a protected high up here. So let's wait for this tap to be swept. Again, we do want a POI in here, so we have this SNDR here, which is valid, but then we also have this untapped fair value gap literally just above play out. Just waiting now for just a good shift in structure as my confirmation. I didn't get that. We came into this fair value gap. As we got close to this fair value gap, I was like, it's either going to be in this fair value gap, or I'm not going to take it at all. We came into this fair value gap, and then what do I look for? A shift in structure. So we have a high, low, high. Let's see if we can close below here. I didn't take this one. I want a strong close below. Alright, no close below there. So can move it up to here now with a protected low here. Now questions, right? So actually I'll get through here first. So when we broke below, why was I okay to take this and not wait for the zone below to break? So let's delete some of these to keep it. Let's start again with a 15-minute because again, this is the epitome of good setups that I want to talk about. So we are in a downtrend, right? We pull into a POI within the zone, ideally in SNDR origin, but this is a nice fair value gap in this example. We swept all this liquidity, and then we get a shift in structure. So again, like I said, why was I okay taking this structural shift and not waiting for this zone to break? We already have seen it. We already put a tap high, swept this liquidity, came into this zone, and then continued higher. So I sort of like, we've already had a 6-tap play out, and we have this big displacement candle. So I was like, okay, I'm willing to take this risk. And on the 5-minute, as you can see, we had a swing high here, and we closed under it, and we had another swing high here, and a green candle. So it's like an area of supply that we closed under. So checking the 15-minute did the same thing. 15-minute did the same thing as well. Swing high, close underneath. So I was like, yeah, I'm willing to take a stab at this. So my entry was literally here, at this little line here. I just went for the 1 to 1.5 just so I could cover back some of the losses. But it was only, again, it was only $200 because I can't risk that much on futures. It doesn't let me. So got tagged in there, and price dumped nicely, and it does end up going all the way down to that external low as planned.